The Elune speaks. The Orbicon governs.
Welcome.
Greetings. Greetings.
Are you here for the evaluation? I've already administered the written copies. This will have to be an oral exam. I oversee the library in the Rathir chapter. Many walk the road of knowledge, but I make sure they do so in an orderly manner. Were it so easy to summarize an institution like the Scholia Arcana in a few short words, books, I think, do it slightly more justice. The Rathir chapter has some of the finest collections of manuscripts in the plains of Erethel. I guarantee it. Members of all ranks, regardless of their skill, must always know the value of research and perception. I understand your studies with us are a unique situation, so let's consider this practice. Take this book, read it, and understand what it means to be part of our order. The Omnibus Arcana is a staple of the education in our institution. All first-year students are given a copy to study. The lessons involve an introduction to the rigors of studying magic, as well as the value of applying yourself to your studies. Each book is different for every user, but they all impart the same basic knowledge. This is the Omnibus Arcana. It is a magical text that holds the collected knowledge of our order. It is also imbued with a certain form of intelligence. Follow its directions as you would my own. The test begins in the courtyard. From there, you're on your own. This is an introductory text given to all first-year students. It's considered canon. Where was I?
If you have any questions about the collection, then Idris Theonin is the one you should speak to. I love the campus, but there's too many people who'd rather have their noses in books than in the dirt. Can you believe it? You have the passion for craft as well. Purest form of the Scholia Arcana, I think. Directly interacting with and manipulating the magics of our world. Shame that I have no skill with it myself. There are few others around that might be of help. Urthanara or Artancade. Studying magic is one thing, but it should be done while walking the plains or the woods or deserts, not in some library. Been a pleasure.
Good day. Good day.
I have healing abilities if you seek some aid. Healing is a discipline that not many choose to pursue here. There is a stigma that it is a craft for village elders and common folk. But it involves mastery of spellcraft, alchemy, and anatomy. Many simply lack the patience needed to learn these works. I joined the Order to become a battle mage, but I quickly learned the horrors of such magic. I elected to study healing instead. I came to the Order years ago, eager to learn how magic can be used to help the mortal races. I've lived in Rathir my whole life. This is the heart of the Alfar, the center of the world. If you need me again, I'll be here.
Greetings. I mean, it's a pleasure to, your worship. I mean, good tidings, Archsage. You're never too old to learn something. That's what I always say. Of course, it helps that I forget everything half the time. I hear there's more tutelage that goes on here at the Rathir chapter. And when you've learned enough, you're sent out into the world. I even hear some go to Isa. The Order. It's one of the most respected orders in the Feylands. I spent the better part of my life training to be a part of it. Be seeing you. Use your wrist handle or spin to the bolt.
The maid who hesitates is lost. You must be confident. You must strike. Ah! A newly recruited student. Welcome. Please join us. We're simply preparing for some field research. I oversee the training of initiates here in the Rathir chapter. Defensive work, mostly. To protect themselves while doing research or going on expeditions. Magic is reaching all races. If we do not know what its limitations and strengths are, then we are in for darker times. There are a number of advantages to basing ourselves in Rathir. The plains are among the most magical of the regions in these lands. And we receive special patronage from the Orbicant, the rules of Rathir, for the purposes of furthering the study of magic. Part of the training involves sending initiates to Gloam Thicket, a Fey Hollow and a Katha. It gives my pupils first-hand experience with Fey magics. Now that I think of it, I believe you're overdue for some field research yourself. Care to investigate? I try to give the initiates some perspective on the scope and types of magic. Part of this involves seeing the magic of the Fey. Grown Thicket was an ideal spot for them to observe Fey magic, but lately, they haven't been returning. Something's preying on the initiates. Like I said, it's in the Akatha. Given the environment and the presence of Morgan, I'd say a Banshane priestess has awakened. Dangerous things. I suggest fireballs to the head repeatedly until it stops moving. Find the Banshane priestess that's killing our initiates and put it down. It's nestled in the flooded plains of Akatha. Never used to be more than Morgan there, but now it's something more serious.
Ah, welcome to the Scholia Arcana, young one. How may I be of assistance? Few sorcerers possess the aptitude or the wisdom of savant Ethan Engar. The Scholia Arcana is lucky to have him. The fabled Irathi ruin that lies deep within the She of Dalantarth? I know the place. They say rogue sorcerers, foul worshippers of the fire god Vrakor, make haven in its halls. Interested in a bit of sage crafting or alchemy? Itran Skan or Red Thumbroom will be happy to help you out. Or if dispelling is your preference, try to find Artan Cade about. The man's a wizard with a ward. Ah, the great Nuala Ignis. She was something of a rising star among us, not unlike you. She also had quite the affinity for fire, I believe. A city of splendors indeed. The Scholia Arcana shares the spire with a great many of the Alpha elite. Rathia has stood for centuries, through famine and through fire. It will stand for centuries more. Most would tell you that the Scholia Arcana is the continent's premier journal and lecture society, an order of learned mages and scholars. And that is true. It is simply not the whole truth. In time, you will learn what I mean. I have a feeling about you. Later, then.
Greetings, neophyte. So, a necromancer was behind Melaglir's disappearing villagers. Disturbing. My suspicions regarding your potential were well-founded. You are forthwith promoted to the rank of docent. As a docent, your first order of business is to the west, to speak with a man named Anchor Edmure. I am a savant in our prestigious order. As scholars of the arcane, we are organized into various ranks according to our mastery of magic. Savant is the second highest rank of the order. My responsibilities may be difficult for you to comprehend until you are better versed in exactly what it is we do. I imagine it rankled Adept Fell to no end that you were responsible for saving her life. That pleases me. He is the most powerful practitioner of magic alive, that we know about, at least. Few members of the Order ever get to meet the Archsage, to tell the truth. He's simply too busy doing whatever it is that Archsages do. You are to liaise with a man named Anchor Edmure, a rather enthusiastic sagecrafter from the village of Emere to the west. He often sends reports of mystical occurrences that usually turn out to be exaggerated tales of inebriated fever dreams. His latest cry for help, however, may hold some truth. Go to Emere, speak to the man, and find out what he means by Shardfall has come alive. Let me know when you have figured out what is happening in Shardfall. In the meantime, I will continue studying the rather phenomenal properties of this sunstone. You wish to know more about him? I believe he is a sagecrafter of some ability. His ardor for magic is noble, but I fear he has never demonstrated the breadth of skill necessary to warrant an invitation to our order. Be well.
I expect everyone to ensure their work is ready for the next lecture. Please, I already announced the results of the latest examination. If you missed them, consult one of the other students. Oh, well, not many care to inquire about me. Usually it's all about sage crafting and gem lattices. It's my work, you see. I have no idea why the chapter continues to schedule my practical sagecrafting lectures at the same time as the Sagecraft Theory Symposium. A wonderful institution, if only for appropriating funding for the study of magic. You know, instead of using funds for silly things like weapons or entertainment. Farewell. Good day.
Alchemy is about creating something worth more than the sum of its parts. I can think of no greater mystery than what it must have been like for the first alchemists to sample the potions they made. I only wish I had been there. Many years ago, I joined this hallowed order. I was young, tender at the age of 15, and gifted far beyond my rights in the art of magic. Ethan Ingar recognized my potential even then. He was the first to show me the wonders of alchemy. I've been happily blowing my eyebrows off ever since. The great city of the Alfar has never fallen, and never will. At least, not until it does. You can find me here.
Greetings.
Hello. Greetings.
Good day.
I'm sorry, but the symposium on the effects of mana sublimation in sagecrafting ended some time ago. Might I suggest perhaps maintaining some punctuality? There is much that goes into the study of sagecrafting, but though some obsess with the practical forms, I devote myself to its theoretical elegance. Magic is more powerful than it ever has been, and who is more important in such a time as now than the Scholia Arcana? Oh dear, it seems that I've had my symposium scheduled at the same time as Earth and Nara's lecture. She's going to be cross. Until next time.
Hello.
It seems I lost the answer key I made for the symposium's next assignment. Oh well. Until next time.
Greetings. If you're on any assignment for the Order, I would make sure you're properly outfitted before you start. I provide all members of the Scholia Arcana with the tools and items their training might require of them. Worked here my whole life. I've seen things shocking enough to make you blind. It takes a certain kind to last long in this order, I think. Largest city on the continent. At least it was once, before the gnomes refused to quit adding to Odessa. Goodbye.
Dispelling is a skill that all adventurers, Scholia Arcana or no, should take to heart. The Rathia chapter certainly manages to provide the resources we need, be they financial, academic, or even personal. I am but a humble practitioner of the arts of dispelling. I share my knowledge with all who wish to learn. It is rather alarming, it seems, that more mages know how to create wards than undo them. Another time.
Good day.
Greetings. Ah, you have returned. Then your 7th labor awaits. Together, the items you collected comprise the Amrinthian Band, the crown of Kandrian kings. Your 7th labor is to reconstruct this crown. It is an ancient crown for ancient kings. That is all I will say on the matter. There is only one place where the Amrinthian Band may be reconstructed. On a rock. Find a Fey sagecrafter named Hendy and tell her I sent you. She will assist you in restoring the Amrinthian Band. Farewell.
It's not often I get visitors here in Anorak. What is your business? I can help you with your gems if you wish. Nothing too interesting. Just a lonely sage crafter. Durfel is a very old friend of mine. I haven't heard from him in years, though. It's nice to finally get some news of him. Indeed. I can feel the power emanating from the items you bear. Give me a moment, and I will reconstruct the band. There you are. Take it, with my blessings.
Hello there. The Amarinthian Band. Alas, I would dearly love to dive into a lecture regarding this crown's rich and sordid history, but there is no time. You see, a man named Kurig Shasta has tracked you here. He and his band of mercenaries await outside, keen on shedding my blood. He is the man who murdered my wife, Jera, when Maddox Dace had hired him to kill me. Kurig had wanted to take my life for a long time, and now he has more reason to. He wants the truth of Jera's death to die with me. I have to confess, these labors you've done for me have been for a single cause. I have been waiting for the day when I could meet Kurig once again. I sent you on labors to arm myself for this fight. They followed you to me just as I hoped they would, and now I need your help to fight them off. Excellent. I will proceed outside. You should shortly follow. They will undoubtedly be caught off guard, so mesmerized by my biting tongue. Together we should be able to kill these fools. Until later, then. There is no reasoning with Kurig Shasta. We must kill him now. Never mind. It always comes to bloodshed, doesn't it? Kurig Shasta had a contract out on my life the last 15 years. I'm glad the bastard's finally dead. I can finally begin to travel as I come upon my remaining days. Return to my home and you will find a secret door in the fireplace which leads to my treasure room. All of the treasure there now belongs to you.